I am Alexander the Great. I was born in 356 BC, in a kingdom many believed was too small to matter. Macedon was not the center of the world. It was not the richest land. It was not the most respected, but I did not accept the limits others placed on it, or on me. My father was King Philip II, a warrior who believed that weakness invited destruction. From childhood, I was not raised to seek safety. I was raised to seek dominance. While other boys played, I studied war. While others dreamed of simple lives, I listened to stories of Achilles and heroes who achieved immortality through glory. Very early in my life, I made a decision. I would not be ordinary. At 13, my father gave me a tutor, Aristotle. Aristotle, he opened my mind to philosophy, science, politics, and medicine. He taught me how to think, not just how to fight. But knowledge alone does not create legends. Knowledge must be combined with ambition, and my ambition burned. When I was 20 years old, my father was assassinated. The crown fell onto my head overnight. The generals doubted me. The Greek city-states doubted me. They saw youth and assumed weakness. They were wrong. I moved fast. I secured my throne. When the city of Thebes rebelled, I destroyed it completely. Not out of cruelty alone, but to send a message. Power is respected when it is decisive. Then I turned east toward the greatest empire in the world, Persia. It was ruled by King Darius III. Darius III, his army was larger. His resources were greater. By every logical measure, I should have failed. But wars are not decided by numbers. They are decided by leadership. At the Battle of Issus, I charged directly toward Darius himself. When their king fled, his army collapsed. Courage at the top becomes strength below. I did not stop. Egypt crowned me pharaoh without resistance. In the desert, I founded a city and named it Alexandria. I was no longer just conquering land. I was shaping history. The final confrontation came at Gaugamela. Once again, I faced an army that outnumbered mine. Chariots, cavalry, endless ranks of soldiers stretched across the horizon. But strategy overcame size. We broke their formation. Darius fled again. And the Persian Empire fell. By the age of 30, I had conquered most of the known world. From Greece to Egypt, from Persia to the edge of India. No king had ever marched so far. No army had ever sustained such momentum. I had achieved what others considered impossible. But conquest changes a man. The more power you gain, the more isolated you become. Loyalty turns into fear. Doubt turns into paranoia. Some of my closest companions died by my command. Absolute power demands absolute control, and it takes something from you in return. In India, my army finally refused to march farther. For the first time, I was not unstoppable, not because I lacked strength, but because even the greatest leaders depend on those who follow them. We turned back. At 32 years old. In Babylon, I fell ill. Some say poison, others say fever. As I lay dying, my generals asked me one final question. To whom do you leave the empire? I answered, to the strongest. And with that, unity died before I did. My empire did not survive me. It fractured into pieces, torn apart by ambition and rivalry. I conquered the world, but I did not build something strong enough to outlive me. And that is the lesson history remembers. I was Alexander, king of Macedon, pharaoh of Egypt, lord of Asia. For 32 years, I refused to be ordinary. And the world still remembers my name.